to MMMcast, or as you can see, this week we're doing things a little bit differently. We are trying to do our part with social distancing, so that means
stop it!
So that means that even with a small group like ours, we are all playing from home tonight. But of course, we couldn't skip another week without seeing one another and continuing these stories. So yeah, welcome back, and here we are. Who would like to start me on a recap of what happened last time?
We were on the space station, and if I remember, we just got to the space station from the planet with the storm, and we met everyone on there. There was a Kasatha, a Shirin, a human, a Lashunta, and a Yusoki. Am I missing anyone?
No, that's everybody.
So we met with them, and they were kind of shifty about us, but we were being nice, and they were being nice. And Rio hacked into the camera system to see if we could figure out why they were being a little shady. They did not have a drift core for us, but you guys, Raga, and I can't remember what the Lashunta's name was, but they were working on a drift drive together. Nava. They were working on a drift drive together. With Fink, that's right, with the Yusoki. And then we went to leave. We went to go back on our ship, and the blast doors for the airlock were closed.
Yeah.
The airlock doors are closed. And we got into a fight with them because they wouldn't let us leave. And so we wound up killing everyone except the captain and the Lashunta, because the Lashunta helped us. And then the captain tried to attack us again, so under the captain's orders, I killed him. And here we are.
All right.
And then once trying to leave that space station, then there was some kind of sandstorm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was
that's
giant
when we shut off.
disturbance or whatever. That's
You
right.
did get the drift drive though.
Yes.
Yes, as you
And it's installed and everything.
as you were continuing to work on that, dumping all the bodies through the airlock, there was a strange sandstorm that flew past the windows, obscuring views, and then off into the drift.
And what culture means by disposing of the bodies, a lovely memorial service was held that Raga was not invited to.
What do you mean Raga was not invited? Oh, he was downstairs. That's
And
right.
by a lovely memorial service, Rio means they put all the bodies in the airlock and hit open.
Unceremoniously threw them out to space.
Oops.
I mean, they tried to kill us, so
True.
They only tried to kill us the one time.
the one time that matters.
You only need to die one time.
Die another day, Rio.
You only die twice.
There's husband.
Don't come at me with Bond movies.
All right then.
Hello, Dave. Goodbye, Dave.
And dogs. Give me just one moment.
So, do we want to decide like the procedure for what we do with dead people, or that?
I mean, when one of them is my close personal friend, maybe invite me. That's all I'm saying in the future. That's all.
You spent less than like half a day with him.
Which is a long time for Raga. Most people don't like to be around him very long.
How old is he again?
10.
So, yeah, I guess that's a long time. Okay, so who would like to begin?
I'm sorry. Continue without me. I just realized I left my cell phone in my car.
Oh. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are always the utmost professional. As my husband is about to start vacuuming and Rio's going out to his car.
We are the good nuts.
Yes.
Just.
So while he's doing that, can you all see all right on Roll20? And this is our first time trying it like this.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. I can see.
It's the
Do I
space
have
station
control
scene.
over
Space
I
station
don't think
scene.
we can move characters, but we can see.
Okay, perfect. That's probably
Do you want me to sign in and give
that
control?
would be great. Oh, actually, I can do it real
Okay.
quick while everybody's working
Okay,
on other
cool.
stuff.
Is there a way to get these weird cubes that's everybody's like cube?
Yeah. Let's go. You can hit the 3 little dashes in the top right corner and then go all the way over to the little settings cogwheel. And then there you should be able to put it down to either just a nameplate or even lower.
At the very bottom, there's a drop-down menu that says have it like icons. It says chat avatars. You see it?
I'm sorry, my computer's just moving slowly, so
No worries.
it's frozen.
Okay, you should now all have control of your own character tokens. I don't think you'll need them right now because I'm probably not gonna turn on the map, but it is there and available.
I cannot
Checkmate.
move cash.
Try again.
Oh, now I can. Perfect.
Patience. Just so everybody can kind of see what they're looking at. Here's the map that we're on. There you go.
It looks so good on Twitch, Coulter.
Thank you. We'll work on some more frames eventually here. All right. So now that we have everybody back, we find our heroes standing in an empty junkyard, basically, with only one remaining crew member alive, who has agreed to travel with you.
And this is immediately after the sandstorm.
Yes.
Okay. And we're on the space station or our ship?
You are presently we're on the space station, I believe, is where we left you.
Okay. I'm gonna go to see if I can do any kind of scans around us to see what that was and why there was a sandstorm in space.
Great.
What do I need to roll?
You would need to probably go onto your ship, and
Okay.
use a life sciences roll.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Life sciences or physical sciences? I don't know what meteorology would fall under.
I mean, when you do a scan of the planet, it's usually life sciences, but I'll leave that up to you, Mark.
I think they're same for
Cool.
me. So that's a 28.
Okay. Ooh. I still have to get used to that all of the rolls in this game are like, if you don't get above a 20, it's a weird
Crazy
roll.
high. Yeah.
So obviously this is not normal. You do see in the scan, just as the storm disappears into the drift, that there is what looks like a centralized force that all of the sand is like orbiting, basically, kind of like a comet with an ice tail. That was a little bit hard to see just because of the size of it as it passed the portholes, but there was basically like a ball at the front that was leading the rest of the sand behind it.
Okay. And it's still moving. It's not stationary.
No, it went through the drift and vanished.
Oh, through
Yeah.
the drift. Okay.
So why would a sandstorm go through the drift? Like it's got to make an appointment?
It's got places to be, you know?
Yeah, places to be, people to see.
Where would a sandstorm in the middle of space come from?
Would I
Sand in
know?
space.
Would I know any kind of anomaly that would create a sandstorm in space?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Is there anything else that you'd like to look at?
Can I do a scan of the space station to see if there's any damage?
Sure.
Is that computers?
Yeah,
Or...
and I will say, because last time Dex patched you guys into the systems, you can make that system from the system roll from the ship.
Okay.
Wait, no. I patched it into the ship. Not that.
23.
23? Not that you can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, no, I mean it wasn't like nothing really hit the ship; it just passed it. So
Captain, it appears that there's a second anomaly, which I cannot explain in this quadrant. Perhaps it's time for us to leave.
Yes, get out of quadrant.
That's a great idea. Let's go.
is there anything else anybody would like to do before you leave the station?
Do we have a destination in mind?
So last time we kind of searched the ship pretty heavily, right? And didn't find anything.
Correct.
Okay.
No, I mean I think each of you took
Um,
things off of the bodies of the crew members, but nothing beyond that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I mean, I hate to leave the space station here. I mean, if we can strip it of like any other resources, I don't know. I don't know if we need anything else.
Okay, we're not salvagers.
Yeah, I mean, we're pirates. Let's be
I mean,
honest.
I believe we got everything that we could, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you could try to load some of the junk into your like cargo holds, but there's not going to be a ton of space, so you probably couldn't take very much more than what you've already taken.
I don't think it's worth it.
And it has junk in the title.
Yeah, true.
It is a floating scrapyard.
Before we go, I guess I'll cast Detect Magic one more
Sure.
time, just to see if there's anything around.
Okay. It is still the same kind of deal where you
Okay.
like as it rotates, whatever wall is going past the drift portal in that moment is the only place you get ambient magic. Generally, it's
Okay.
below you.
Got it.
All right. Anything else?
Any locations nearby that we should be aware of for our next destination?
So there was nothing really nearby. There is a planet that's 8 days away, or you can enter the drift now, which would take you anywhere.
Did
Captain,
we
what is...
talk to Portalda?
Say again?
Did we talk to Portalda?
We do not want to talk to Portalda because we don't want to accidentally let her know about what we did to her boyfriend.
I could have sworn last time Captain decided that she wanted to have a heart and explain the situation.
That's what I'm saying. I thought we had decided that, but I couldn't remember if we did that or not.
Well, it is up to the captain.
Definitely shouldn't do it in person where Portalda could shoot us, but...
Oh, no.
Agreed.
Or the forms of communication that we have.
So from here, you know that on the surface of the planet, you were unable to get communications aside from via radio. I believe she had a way where she had a signal that she'd patched between herself and the station. So you could probably contact her through the station itself, or you could try to establish a signal from the ship. Either way.
Well, I guess I'd like to do it from the ship because I'd like to get going. Or can we not go into drift space and me talk to her?
No, you couldn't do them both at the same time. If you went into the drift, you would lose her, basically.
Okay. I'll give it a shot from the ship.
Sure. So I will take a computer's roll. It's a pretty low DC.
15.
15? Okay, so you get, there's something like patchy at first. You get some static, but after a couple seconds, it starts to clear up and you have this... Buzz! Buzz, is that you? You're calling off schedule.
Hello, Portalda. It's not Buzz. It's me, Blanca Arcana. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry for the delay there. There was something blocking the signal. There's been a lot of strange things happen on the planet the last hour or so here.
What kinds of things?
Well, you have to have seen it from up there. I mean, you got a clear view. The storm's gone.
Is this private between you two, or can we all hear this?
It would have been a speaker on a wall, basically. So it depends on if you guys are on the bridge
Okay.
with her.
Yeah.
Wait,
The storm's coming?
big bad storm?
Yes, half the planet's just been revealed.
Ooh,
I've been trying to put together an expedition now to get over there, see what I can find.
ship salvage.
I know.
Roger.
Let Buzz know there's going to be a lot of things coming his way.
Oh, I have to see to something on the ship. Raga scampers away.
I'm happy to hear that the storm is cleared. I hope this means prosperity for you and the rest of the planet.
Well, the locals are still a little bit wary about going across the borderline there, but I'm pretty comfortable with the idea. I mean, if I can find enough from this, I might even decide not to stay anymore. The storm was one of the most interesting about the planet, and now it's gone. I mean...
Well, I won't take up too much more of your time. Portalda, this won't be easy for you to hear, but I'm afraid everybody on this space station, except for the mechanic, has passed away.
Pass.
Believe something was controlling their minds and causing them to do irrational and aggressive things.
So when you showed up and just found all the bodies and they were hacked to bits, or what? That's terrible. I'm so sorry that you had to find that.
That,
oh, gosh.
Unfortunately, we were the ones that were the brunt of their aggression, and we had to respond accordingly. So unfortunately, but I take responsibility for how things played out, and I'm so sorry for our part in it.
Roll diplomacy.
We had to defend ourselves. Can I aid?
Sure.
29.
25.
Okay.
So I would aid.
Well, I'm sorry this is a lot to take in at once, but I'm sure that it was only what you had to do. I know that you're a good group of people, and that you wouldn't be going out of your way to hurt nobody. That's a terrible shame.
What?
Everything was done in defense.
And the mechanic, you mean Ross is still left alive?
No, there is a new mechanic here. Nava. Did Buzz ever mention her to you?
No, she must have been on the near side. We hadn't discussed her, but it's been a while since we'd spoken. I guess.
Again, I'm so sorry. I wish I had better news.
I wouldn't lie to you and tell you that I'm not upset, but like I said, I trust that you only did what you had to do. I think I better get the expedition ready before anyone else gets the same idea, but I wish you all the safest travels.
I wish you the best of luck, and thank you for your understanding.
She cuts off the comm link.
Oh,
Well, that went well.
I think that was the best outcome we could have hoped for.
I think I fully understand the term awkward.
Awesome. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Destination, Captain. I'm preparing to leave now.
Should I engage drift drive, Captain?
That's a great question. Where should we go? My inclination is to go to this planet. What do you guys think?
Back to the planet?
I say we...
8 days away.
No, I'd say we get back to the core systems.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to go to another Vesk planet, just in case.
Ooh, we should go to Absalom Station because that's probably where we came from.
Let's do
Very well. Flashing. Flooding, of course, for Absalom Station.
And as you know, the core worlds are pretty easy to travel to, especially once you're already in the area, just because they're so frequented. So from Absalom Station, it would be easy to get to most of your home worlds aside from Raga and Makisos.
Which we have no intention of going back to. So,
All right. So, course is set.
all right, Captain.
Uh, you hear the familiar whir as the engine begins to warm up. The ship itself, now stationary, floating open in space, as all of the light around you changes from the void to a bright green and then returns to void with the green ambience behind. And you are now in the drift.
Yay!
Immediately, it's familiar. All of you've been in the drift before. You can generally see pretty far in any direction. It's very clear. It's very close to just being in space at general, aside from that green hue. In the far off distance, in almost every direction, you can see small pieces of planes just kind of doing what the name would imply, and drifting.
Is that normal?
Is there
Yes, the way that the drift travel works, as y'all know from your kind of previous experience, there are pieces of plane that get sucked into the drift each time a ship uses it to travel. So something's broken off of another realm.
Basically, every time we use the drift eats a little part of some other part of reality.
Oh.
Is there a way to track or for us to see that sandstorm?
You could try.
What would that be?
So I would say that it's going to be computers at first to try to get a lock on it.
21.
There is a blip far off to the port side that could be it, but
Okay.
it entered the drift quite a ways before you, and
Before
the
us,
time
yeah.
in the drift is already strange. So there's not really a great
Is there
way
a
to tell.
way in the drift to kind of purse out any kind of direction or where it's headed?
We
Go ahead.
we do plot a course through the drift, but if we deviate from that, it might send us anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's not really an easy way to figure out where it's going.
Not necessarily. So the way that it works here is there are beacons, basically. So you are using those beacons to plot your location in this space-time. And so say if you're going to Absalom Station, you know which beacon you're looking for and the path to get to that beacon. And then if you left the course, you could try to find another beacon. You just don't necessarily know where that would be. So looking off in that direction, if it's not in the direction of a beacon you already have locked, it would be hard to tell where it was going.
Okay, gotcha.
So can I get a computers check and a piloting check?
Piloting? My cat is attacking the dice.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can I eat on pilot?
hit the dice. I'm gonna put it over.
25 for computers.
One.
What?
Natural one. It brings it to a 13.
Okay. So, just a couple of hours into the drift, you end up pushing the thrusters just a little too hard, and you hear something crash in engineering, and one of the thrusters sputters out, and you're able to shut off the other one before you go into a spin. But the ship is now just floating in space, just kind of dead until anything's turned back on. The computer check did say the direction of the next beacon, so you do know what direction you need to go still, but the ship is just stuck.
I thought you said that everything was ready with the drift drive.
Yes, but if we had a toaster who could actually pilot, as opposed to the toaster that can't pilot.
We are still in a straight line. The thruster just went out.
No, you hit something.
My sensors indicate that we deviated slightly from the straight line, and that's why our engines went out.
A minor fix, anyway.
Should I start working on fixing the thruster?
Sure.
Yes, please.
That is a. God, I have to do my own math. 28.
28? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see that basically one of them overheated with how it was being pushed. The piece, a piece within it fried. So there's nothing that you can do to fix it, but in going through the scrap piles, you find a suitable piece to replace it. So it takes a good chunk of the day, as far as how normal time is, but you are able to get it up and working again.
All right. Do it easy. Not
slow to cruising speed that's a little bit slower than where I was sitting at.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me another piloting check.
Can I aid?
Sure.
Do you have piloting, Makizos?
I do. I do not aid, though.
20.
20? Excellent. Okay, you are able to get back onto the course, find the next beacon, and move forward. But as you do, the navigation station picks up blips between you and the next beacon. It looks like one medium-sized vessel and one small vessel, based on what you can tell from there.
Okay, can I tell which direction they're moving in, or are they stagnant?
Go ahead and make a roll.
Computers, or
I believe you don't have navigation.
No, yeah, it would be
Yeah.
computers.
that's going to be a 17.
They appear to be getting larger.
Okay.
That's kind of all you can tell, though. It's not clear if it's because they're heading towards you or you're heading towards them.
And is it weird to encounter other ships here?
There are usually other ships in the
Yeah.
drift. I mean, it's pretty,
Okay.
especially on a path that's traveled. You know from the beacon that you're at that you're still in. I mean, it's barely been half a day since you left, so you're still pretty far out there. It's strange you're here, but it's not unheard of.
Okay.
Are we still in Vesk territory?
You are not.
We're in the drift, which is kind of like a different plane of existence.
Well, yes, but I mean, if we dropped out here, would we be still in Vesk territory? Is what I'm asking.
No, this would just be dead space.
Okay.
Captain, it seems that we have company. 2 ships, 1 large, 1 medium.
Okay. So how do the shields work and weapons and stuff?
So
They're all active, so
shields are pretty usually balanced in the beginning, correct?
yeah. The
Once
science
we get-
officer can control that.
Right. Once we get closer, science officer can do a scan to see if there's anything on the ship that we can tell to get from them.
Okay. How far out do I have to be?
Looking that up right now.
We have pretty short range scanners, so we would have to be pretty close.
Okay. Can I hold an action to scan the ships once they get into my
Sure.
range?
I mean, so not to step on any toes, but like it would basically be your turn during combat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like once combat starts and the science phase, you would then do the scan. So
Okay.
in ship combat, there's really no way of holding an action.
Oh, so you're planning on firing upon these unknown vessels?
That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to attack them if we're in the attack phase. You can't do any of those actions until you get into combat.
I mean, can I scan outside of combat, though?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be like scanning a planet, though. And their ship would pick it up if we were scanning them, and it would
Gotcha.
be indeterminable for them whether we were scanning or locking on to them.
That makes sense. Okay.
So it's generally considered an aggressive action to scan another ship.
Okay.
Appropriate to talk to a ship that's
Yeah, can we like hail them and see
Definitely.
what their business is?
Yeah, you can definitely hail them.
What?
Is that what you'd like to do?
Sure.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
just a moment. All right.
Unless it's weird to randomly hail them. I mean, I don't want them to think.
I mean, your vessels approaching each other, it makes sense. It's like, it'd be like ships approaching each other on the ocean. Like, you're gonna let them know your bearings.
Also, it's like passing somebody on the street and not smiling. It's just rude.
Unless you're in, like, the Pacific Northwest or something.
Yes.
Oh man, it's a big map.
Hells yeah.
It is a very
Which
big
one are
map,
we?
and you guys, all the ships are so little.
Tiny whiny.
Yes, so you guys,
All right.
We're the gray one on the screen.
yes, you are.
Those other
This guy
ships
here.
do not look friendly.
Okay.
This one looks like it wants to eat our brains. Just saying.
So is somebody gonna go ahead and hail them?
Yeah, I'll pull him up on. I'm assuming it's like main comms, so the captain can talk
Sure.
to him, right? What do I do for hailing?
Nothing.
Is that just
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, I'll hail him.
I'll give you a free action.
Okay, I'll press the button. Does the captain have to say anything, or do
Howdy?
they just pop up on the screen, or how does this work?
It's gonna work like an invite. So usually
Okay.
hailing would be like, "Hello, we are so and so, and we're gonna do such and such,"
Okay.
as you initiate communication with them.
Okay. So I'll initiate captain if you want to do the message.
Hi there. How are you guys doing today?
Which of the two did you hail?
The bigger,
bigger one?
Is this the bigger one, or is this the bigger one?
The purple is going to be the bigger one.
Purple.
yes.
Got it.
Purple. I have to remember that if I move this, it moves everything. There we go. Okay. As that signal goes through, you get and the signal cuts off, and we are entering combat. The smaller of the
All
ships
right.
is going to make a kind of aggressive move forward to one side as the small just continues to move straight for you. So go ahead and make a piloting check, and we will begin.
So piloting checks are used as in place of initiative, just to
Right,
explain.
Yes.
You want the smaller number.
We want the smaller number.
No, we want the biggest number because the way it works with the movement.
So you want to go second.
Yeah.
Sorry, you want a bigger number.
Yeah. So because they move first, but they don't take their turn. It's just the movement.
Gotcha.
So like I could react to them if I roll higher, in essence. So
And
I
also, anybody watching stream, bear with us. This is our first ship combat,
Yes.
and we should have had a workshop.
Yes.
I've been listening to podcasts about it. So
So what is our ship's speed though?
6.
uh,
But you need to make a piloting check first. So
Hold on.
He is preparing
Maybe
his
we'll go.
piloting check.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
what's up?
21. Is that what you said?
21?
Okay.
Excellent.
21.
Okay.
and then just in the future, technically my step was before the piloting check. Just
Engineering goes first, then pilot.
Sure. Okay. So this one I'm just going to say is for the motion. So we had an 18 on the smaller vessel and a 24 on the larger vessel. So the smaller vessel is going to move first. They are going to take motion towards your ship still. All right, go ahead.
Which side of the gun? What side is the gun for our ship?
I believe you have guns on
There's
multiple.
one on the port. There's a forward, and there's a turret gun.
Yeah.
So the left side, the front, and then we have one where I can shoot wherever.
So we're mostly the left side.
So-
I want you guys to be focusing on. Okay.
So, but also just to note, the one that's on the turret only does half damage if they have shields up.
Yeah.
All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and move pretty much straight, but kind of angle it so that the left side of our ship will be kind of like right here if we can, depending on how far we can move.
I am going to give you all control here, so that way you can move it how you would like to.
How many I guess how many spaces my ship can move?
6.
6.
Okay.
Bada boom.
Jared, you
Great,
should
really
have
good.
the ability to move it now.
Cool. So we're gonna go pretty much straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn.
We have to move. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
And then you can move one more.
6.
Yeah.
No, but the turn costs 1 movement, just so you know, Jared.
You're right there.
Yeah.
So
Excellent. Okay.
I don't think the other one could get into range with us anytime soon, so we're gonna focus on starting to turn
This
and keep them on our left
is-
side.
Oh wait, hold on. Isn't this technically the left side?
Is there
Sorry,
guns?
I don't know. It's not.
So, for clarification purposes, the gyro laser can attack front, aft, and port. So,
Okay.
as long as they're not behind us, we can fire something.
The jar laser's on a turret.
No, the gyro laser, just because it's a gyro laser, it can attack in 3 different arcs.
Yeah, it has the whole like half
Basically,
circle, right?
Of us.
Yeah.
Meh.
All right.
Yep.
So now we're going to enter a regular combat turns. Let's go ahead and start with our engineering.
Okay, so guys, where should I divert power to in the beginning? Hmm.
I think maybe just because
Shields?
there's 2 of them, shields, just so that we can kind of
Okay.
proactively stop damage.
All right, so I'm going to make an engineering roll, and I have to beat a 14, which is 10 plus 2 times our starship's tier, which is 2. So that'll be 14. And that was a 24,
Excellent.
which means that our ships. Oh, no, that just restores amount of shield points.
Right. You can boost something else. You could boost the guns.
Since we want to scan, I'm going to actually do it for the science. So, Mark, you get +2 to all of your actions during the science round.
Okay. So then I'll get like 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.
What? Why?
Two-
Why?
So
What?
10 plus 2 and then 2 because of level of our ship and then plus 2 because you gave me plus 2, right?
No, that's the DC. So 10 plus 4 would be the DC,
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
but you add 2 to any action you take this turn.
Got it. Okay.
Tier 14.
So when you go to scan, you add +2 to it.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. So now we are at the helm phase. So that is either going to be Jared or Mark, if you want to determine your order.
I'll let Mark go first because it doesn't change the ship combat, just so we keep the
Great.
order, make it easier.
Okay. I'll scan the smaller ship.
Okay.
Who's the small left or right?
The non-purple one.
The red one. Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
So DC for this check is 10 plus the tier of ship being scanned plus bonus from defensive countermeasures.
So 10.
If they have any.
Yeah. And this is a computers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I get +2, so that's 19.
19.
You also get. He also gets a +2 from the ship scanners themselves, so it should be a
Okay.
21.
21. Cool.
Okay, this is a single occupant vessel. You can tell that there are no life forms on, but there is something piloting it. You can see from the scan that it looks almost as if the ship itself is made of organic material. as you get more of a clear picture as the scan moves across it, it's made of shards of bone.
Shards of bone.
Yes.
What any can I can I roll someone to see if I know what that is?
Sure.
I know what it is out of character.
Do I get an understanding of the weapon systems on board?
Sure. It is going to have from that one you're going to get a gyro laser.
Gyro
yes.
laser. Okay.
Could I use my mercenary background to see if I know what
Sure.
this is?
Actually,
That's
we're
a
fighting, right?
Hmm?
This is a ship we're fighting.
yes.
Yeah, so I have advantage to identifying all ships by a lot. I'd lower the DC by 5.
Excellent.
I'll
That's
like
17.
look and tell you.
We got a 17.
Okay.
That's with that. So 26, and your DC's reduced by 5.
Okay. So with that and with the reduced DC, this is an Eoxian vessel. You have experienced them in combat with the Vesk in the past, as both are kind of expansionist groups. This one,
Sure.
from what you can tell, it's in pretty bad disrepair. So it's hard to tell whether it would actually be a fleet member or not, but it's definitely an Eoxian vessel. And the Eoxians are inhabitants of a planet, Eox, which is all undead.
I would relay that to the captain.
Sure.
Captain, this is an Eoxian vessel.
Which means they don't need life support.
They currently have a gyro laser. That's the only form of initiation they have. So, potentially, we can allocate some of the shields to our port side.
So out of character, I'm confused here. So this is port side, right?
Port side is left side, usually.
Right. So this one right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this would be starboard.
Okay.
So do we want to do
So after my scan, and then my turn's over, right? And then it's Shared's
Yep.
turn.
Piloting check again.
Okay. Cool.
this?
Get a turn.
Not yet. Yours is going to be.
You can go whenever.
Yeah, yours. I think you're. Oh gosh, I put the book down. Why did I put the book down?
Well,
I believe captain can go whenever they want.
Ready?
Yeah, she picks a phase and then she acts in
Yes.
that phase.
okay. I mean, I was just wanting to do like a culture roll
Sure.
to see if this is weird that these guys are here, if they're normally aggressive, and what their motives might
Go
be,
ahead.
I guess.
I heard that.
26.
26? Okay. So the Oxians are highly organized. They are a very bureaucratic society. So having just 2 of them out here like this is kind of strange. If what you saw about one of them being in disrepair is accurate, it's probably not a member of the fleet because that's not something they would allow to happen.
So these are like some random, like maybe they stole this ship, or it's
Fugitives.
You'd have to be undead to pilot it, no matter what, just because of the lack of life support. So yeah, it could be that these were stolen by other undead or they're rogue members of a fleet.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna send them another message, like, "Hey, we don't mean any harm. Let's just like pass each other by," and that's what I got.
Cut off. They're very pleasant.
Apparently.
Yeah. And then for piloting,
Yes.
29.
29. Okay. So you are last. This is going to move to here. This is going to move to here. And turn. All right.
Okay. We're gonna move forward 1. Turn. Move forward. So that's right there on the laser and prepared to fire if they decide to attack us. And I will roll evasion, which means I still get my full movement and everything, but I could add some bonuses, which the DC is 10 plus 1 minus the Star Search tier, which is 2, halved to 1. So DC's 10, and I rolled a 15. 16.
16 for evasion?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah. So our AC and TL are +2.
Perfect. Good job. That is going to bring us into gunnery.
Captain, should I attack?
Yes.
You should attack with the missiles.
The high explosive missile launcher. Got it. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. And does the computer give us any bonuses to anything?
No, firing the guns is completely up to you.
Well, there's no bonus points from the computer we can use.
I don't think so. Let me double check.
I think
It's a
not
basic
unless I
computer,
like
right?
lock on, right?
Well, no, it's a basic tier computer, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no points. Okay, cool.
How do these hexes?
Nat 20.
What, Helena?
I was just wondering, like, what is the distance of each of these hexes in space?
Oh, that's a great question.
Probably more than like any of my abilities, right?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. You have like specific pilot abilities that you could, or sorry, specific. You have specific captain abilities that you can use, aside from your like regular character abilities. And then like being an envoy, because of the way that your stats work out, they assist with those abilities generally, which is why it's like best for, in our case, for our envoy to be our captain. So yeah, you have specific ones with that that are in the core rule book that I think Rio can help us out with, because I don't know all of them.
What I'm gonna do, Helena, is in the Roll20 chat right there. I'm gonna post all the captain actions. Okay.
You're probably gonna want to do like all the
Whoop.
soldiers one.
Hang on, that did not work.
Thank you for bearing with us, everyone. This is the wonderful thing about when your game master is also brand new to the system.
Yeah. So it's really long, but it's all there.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Here, I'll just do this. This will be helpful for you.
Oh, wait, I can make it a picture, can't I? Using that snippet thing.
Yes. And
There, click on that link. It'll send you to a site that has all of the combat stuff for you. It's about midway down for your stuff.
Sorry, everyone.
About
Sorry.
a little way down, you'll see crew actions, and you'll screw a little bit farther down to see captain actions. You know.
Okay, so you sent this in the Roll20 chat?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Shit.
Here, I'll send it to this chat too.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and resolve Hank's roll there.
Yeah.
So with that natural roll 20, that was just to do a regular shoot, correct?
Yeah, so if the damage that I just rolled goes through their shields, eats all their shields and does full damage, then there's a critical.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
22.
And you are aiming at the smaller ship, correct?
Correct.
Okay, you said 22?
Yep.
That will eat through the shield, and you can see that shards of bone go flying off into space, and as they leave the ship itself, they just kind of start to float slowly as they expand further and further apart.
Okay,
And it was
then I'm going to
it was
roll
a
critical
good hit.
damage.
Go ahead.
Doesn't that mean they're dead?
No, just this shards
If
of
their
the ship.
ship's not.
Oh, okay.
They were already dead.
Re-dead?
Scooby-Doo villain.
How many arc like weapons do they have? Like what sides? Like, because I have to roll rank. So it's a weapons array. I have to randomly determine which weapons array
Oh.
this affects.
Oh, okay. They have all their weapons are forward.
All of them. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know that here it's a little round thing, but in actuality, one of those tips is a forward motion.
Okay, so right now, because it starts at glitching and then it moves down. So glitching, true actions involving the system. So anything involving the weapons array takes a -2 penalty.
All right. Anything involving the weapons array takes a -2. Sounds good.
Hey, Helena, I sent to your Facebook Messenger the little picture of your abilities.
Interesting. I would like to encourage everyone right now. Everyone, you're doing great.
Okay, that will bring us into the gunnery phase for our other two folks here. The smaller vessel is faced the opposite direction, so there is not anything that it can do. And the larger vessel is, let me check its range real quick. Okay. All right, and you have a
I
plus
wish we
2
had
to-
better.
plus 2 to your shields, you said, correct?
No.
I gave plus
Your
2
AC and
to
TL.
target.
Yes, awesome. Okay, they turn on you as you saw in the last round, and they open up with a light particle beam. As the ray sweeps across the ship, they are presently at your, I'm going to call that your port side. So that is going to be 8 damage to the port side.
Okay, so 5 goes to
9,
the shields, and then 3 go to the hull. So 5 go to the shields, and 4 go to the
Excellent.
hull.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the round. May I have engineering?
Helena-
Oh, go ahead.
Just you're encouraged. You have to tell somebody who you're encouraging.
Okay,
You pick somebody, and it's a DC 10 roll or 15 diplomacy.
gotcha.
I don't know how that really works. That's what it says in the book.
Oh, I sent her the book thing, so she has it now.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hang
So
on,
we're
I'm trying to find my engineering actions real quick. Let's see. None of our systems were damaged, right?
Not at this time.
No.
Okay. Ooh. So should I up the guns or restore shields?
I mean, I could move what shields we have to our port side if you want to up the guns this round.
Well, I could also restore that 5 to the shields because our PCU is 100, and I can restore up to 5%, so that would be 5. So I could just restore the shields completely.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so that was a 17, so that makes it. So I restore our shields by 5, so our shields are back up.
You hear wrenches going off from below the deck as you hear Raga grunting in his high-pitched voice, and suddenly you get a as shields are restored on that side of the ship. Okay, the engineering brings us now into our helm phase. So I believe that means science and then piloting, and then obviously our captain can jump in whenever she would like.
Am I going first, or you want to go first, Jared?
No, Mark, go first. We'll keep it.
Okay.
simple.
I'm going to divert the shields to the port side.
Okay.
Would you like me to encourage you and give you a +2?
I would love that.
You got this, Cash.
Thank you, Captain.
I feel so encouraged.
That's a natural 20. Whoop whoop.
Is this what having a friend feels like?
I will adjust the shields from the front of the ship to the port side.
Okay.
So you can shift shield points from the shield 1 quadrant, including blah 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 blah. I don't know how many it lets me do.
Let me look at it real quick. That's science officers.
Yeah,
Is it balance that you're trying to use?
balance. Yeah.
So all of our shields have to be the same.
Oh, okay.
So that
For
wouldn't
young, every
actually.
shield must have at least 10% of their current SP.
Yeah. So I would maybe just do a lock on instead.
Okay. I will do a lock.
Oh no, wait.
Instead.
That's
Just-
6 ranks in computers, which you can't do. Maybe target
Just
system.
kidding. I will target systems, and I'll do it on the big guy.
Okay.
Okay.
DC 15 plus enemy set shit.
Can I keep that natural 20, or do I reroll?
You can keep it.
Okay, perfect. Next attack made by your ship that hits the enemy ship scores a critical hit on natural 19 or 20. If the attacks deal critical damage, the effect.
So you have to choose a
Oh,
system.
it's okay. Well, so they don't have life support. Should we choose their targeting system? I guess. Okay, this is hard.
Weapons, maybe.
Weapons. Okay, I'll identify their weapon system.
Okay. And on this one, you're actually trying to target it to affect it, correct? As like the next attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are also in the same position where they have both of their guns to the forward side, which on your screens are the sides with the little crab claw pincers. And there's a light particle beam and a plasma torpedo launcher.
Okay.
Yeah. So next time we attack, if we critically hit, we automatically hit their weapon system.
Excellent.
But that's if I'm hitting the ship that's farther away, correct?
Not
Yep.
this one.
Yes.
Big guy.
Okay, so we'll finish off that one.
Okay.
What I'm hearing.
I say we go, since we targeted. I say we go towards the purple one, but
I could do something.
all right. So now it would be piloting
Yes.
checks, I guess.
Mhm. 28.
28.
Yes.
Okay. So you are second in the order this time, then.
Ooh.
This one is going to work on getting a little further away from you, and then it is going to turn
Further
about.
away from us.
And it's going to turn about. And now it's you.
Are we going after the purple one, or are we going after the
Purple.
purple?
Well, it looks like the red one's disengaging, so yeah, definitely purple.
Flip and burn.
And try and keep us port side with it because that's our best gun.
Port side? Oh,
Yeah.
well, then it's not
Can
gonna
you
turn it.
do like a slide?
I could, but the
Yeah,
slide would bring
yeah.
us over here. To flip and
Yeah.
burn, it means I could turn it completely around and then leave that way. However, if you want me to like do a turn, we'd end up over here.
But couldn't you just turn into this square and then come down like here so that our port side would be facing them?
But the way it would work is I'd turn, go a space. I can't turn on this space, so I'd have to go one more space, and then I could turn again.
Okay, but that still puts us like right here.
4, 5, 6, because each turn is an extra move. You said, right?
Yeah, but that still puts them in our port arc, so that's fine.
So we're right there. I'll just do evade again because I didn't have to do anything there. So,
Right.
I make it. My DC, I rolled the dice is higher than the DC.
Great.
16, 28, 30.
Jeez. Excellent. Okay. Is that the end for your pilot?
Yeah, so still keep that AC bonus and TL bonus for us.
Excellent. They are going to move to there. All right. That, I believe, brings us to our gunner.
Captain, firing normal or
Get a mic, and I will say that is a demand that I am making on him. So
ooh?
intimidate him, apparently. which I got a natural 20. Yeah. So,
Nice.
so I rolled 28 intimidate to grant him +4 bonus to whatever his check is.
Blanca's pissed. Got it.
So that means Makizos, you could fire both the gyro laser and the missile launchers because that's a -4 usually. So
Ooh, well,
Right,
do
but
it.
fire will.
Excellent. Is that the plan?
Do I have to roll separate, or do it's one roll still?
you roll twice.
Okay, but they're both not negatives.
Yes.
Yeah, you would just roll normally because she took care of the negative. Because she's demanding.
They
Right.
do this dramatically. You better hit this shit right now.
Shit. Yes, Captain. So that's a 21 for, I'm gonna say, the missile launcher,
Okay.
and a 17 for the chain cannon.
Excellent. That was to hit and not damage, correct?
I'm sorry, the gyro laser.
Excellent.
To hit, not damage.
All
yeah.
right. Excellent.
That's the hit. Yes.
21 and 17. Both of
Yes.
those are going to hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, roll me some damage.
That's 5d8 damage, guys. Woo!
What?
Oh no!
That poor shit.
$28 damage.
28 damage.
Mm-hmm.
To their front arc, it looks
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, you bloodied both ships on your first attempts to hit them. That's fine. I'm not
Hell
upset about
yeah.
this at all.
Never.
Do I
Clearly.
smell cattle bleepers?
It smells foul, whatever it is.
Yahtzee and tacos
It
tonight.
smells like death. All right, that's going to bring us both to their gunnery phases. Please, something hit. All right. So the larger of the two fires the light plasma torpedoes, and that is for a 14 to hit.
What's our
Misses.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as the smaller vessel turned around to face you, that is going to be a 22 for it to hit from its gyro laser.
Ooh, that will hit. That will hit.
And that is going to be a 5 damage to your starboard side.
Just takes the shield, right?
Yeah, that won't even get through the shields,
All
Cool.
right. Back to the top of the round.
which I can restore again.
Nice.
Our engineer.
All right, so I'm going to restore shields. That's what we want me to do, right?
Yep.
Restore the field, yeah. And the AT is the 10 plus my pilot ranks, right? And then the ship's armor's bonus?
Yes.
Do you add my piloting bonus to all those?
Well, you went up a level since I made the ship, so it used to be. So it should be one higher. So I think we're at actually AC 15.
Yeah. And then add 2 for the bonus.
17. So anyway, that being said, I got a 19 plus 12 for my engineering check. So yeah, restore 5 to the shield.
Restored. Your shields are back into place. That's going to bring us on to our helm. Science officer?
So, balance, I'm reading it, and I'm just a little confused. So it says you can shift shield points from the shield in one quadrant to another quadrant, including the depleted shields. So that means that I can move around and adjust how many shield points in each quadrant to 1, right?
Yes, as long as each shield has at least 10%
At
of their
least.
current SP.
Okay, got it.
Kind of works.
So-
But if we have 10 shield points, then each one would have to have at least 1 point.
So how many shield points do we have?
20.
20?
Total?
Okay.
Yeah, we have 20 total, 5 in each quadrant.
So each one has to have at least 2 shield points.
Okay. So I will adjust from the back of the ship, I'll adjust.
So in this instance,
3.
Mark,
Yeah.
So in this instance, Mark, I would let Jared go first, so we know where the
Okay.
ships are.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or-
Okay. Cool. Go for it, Jared.
Piloting check.
All right, give me a piloting check.
That's a lot. 32.
Okay. Cool. Okay. You're gonna go last. So first is going to be this one. 2, 3, 4, and turn. 2, 3, 4, and turn. All right, go ahead.
Can you spin?
Did the purple ship restore its shields at all?
No.
Okay, so Jared, you should get us to where, just put us anywhere, because then the turret can do lots of damage to that guy.
We still want to hit its frontal shields, though, right?
Yeah, we want to hit its front, so but we can fire from any arc with the chain gun. So
Can you do a flip and burn?
I could do a flip and burn, but then that'll put us so that we'll be like this, right? That's what you guys kind of want.
No.
Yeah, that's for flip and burn.
Sorry.
So I'll do
Oh
a
no,
turn.
we're right. Yeah.
1, and I have to move forward 1 anyway. Right there. Do we just kind of want to be right there, actually?
well, if you can keep moving us to where we can have both ships in 2 quadrants, then Mark can move points to those 2 quadrants.
What?
So what if you went back where you were and go down 1, turn, and then go forward 1 and turn again?
So we keep it in the port side and the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Is that what you're saying, Rio?
Yeah, because that way we only have to worry about 2 arcs this turn.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good to me. I'll roll my thing to give us more AC. That's, let me double check how much I need for it.
You wouldn't be able to do that because you did a flip and burn this turn, didn't you?
That wasn't a flip and burn.
Oh, okay.
That was just a straight maneuver or a straight fly.
So
You want +4?
11 minus 1, DC 10. I rolled a 14. So add 2 to AC.
Okay.
Or 17 AC and TLC. Or TL.
Cool. Then I will go ahead and move 3 points of our back shield to our front side. And I can only do 1, right?
No, I think you can redistribute all your shields.
Yeah, however you want.
There's 2 left in all of them. Or at least 2.
Thank you.
So there's none on our right side, right? Because that's where we took the. Oh no, you restored it. So I'll do 3 to the front and 3 to the left.
Okay.
So those both have 8 now.
And I made my DC.
Dude, guys, we are so cool right now. This is
We
so
are
cool.
So the shields now have 8 points of shields in the front and the left quadrant.
So 8822 is what we
Yep.
have, right?
Yep.
Whew, that's spicy.
All right.
And that's it. Yeah.
All right.
And then Helena, you should definitely do the demand on him again.
Maybe we can shoot both ships and hopefully.
On the same person again. I can only do it once, one person once per combat. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But I can encourage you and give you.
I was gonna say.
Did a good
Yeah,
job.
encourage me.
Like you've proven yourself. Now really bring it home.
You're like a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh,
She's
so
sour,
sorry.
then she's sweet. All right.
So where are we at now? We did maneuver. Or we did
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
to
right.
gunnery.
right, but are we going? Oh, we all go at the same time now.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm doing double again.
All right.
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, but just, you have a
Captain?
-2 to both shots.
Well, I have a +2 to one of them from Helena, so it's a 0.
So for funsies, Helena, you can also apparently demand the bad guys and give them a -4 to a check, according to this.
Yeah, the taunt thing, I wasn't sure if that would work though, because it's each enemy character. See, we don't even
I think they would have to be talking to us.
right, or
I mean,
Well, it just says -2, a penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds.
Oh, true.
I'll do
So are
that.
you giving me a +2, or are you doing that to them?
Do you need a +2?
He's taking a
If
minute
you
for each shot right now.
if you want me to do the fire at will, it's a -4 on both hits, so the +2 would help.
All right, take it.
Meow. Yeah, that meow motivates me. Okay, so does a 16 hit?
which one are you talking about now?
On the big one.
On the big one, a
Purple.
16 does not hit.
Oof.
Oof.
Then what about I can fire on 2 separate ships, right?
Yeah, as long as they're in the arcs.
So should I fire on the smaller one too?
No, I would focus down the purple one. We've gotten really lucky so far, but I think it has the bigger guns.
Yeah.
Okay, so does a 17 hit?
Mhm. 17 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Mm-hmm.
21 points of damage.
21 points of damage?
Ooh.
21?
Yep.
2, 1?
Yes, 2-1.
21 doesn't sound like other numbers.
Oh, they dead?
Yeah, as which weapon did you use there?
The high explosive missile launcher.
Excellent. You see it
I
connect
killed something.
with the glass sarcophagi that held the pilot of the ship, the glass shattering, and then an explosion starting from the base, bone shards flying in every direction. Pieces of rotting flesh also.
We're going to have to wash the ship.
Battle scars, Raga.
Okay, that's the end of that turn, Gunnar.
Yes.
Excellent. Now I only had to roll once. That is a 22 to hit. That is going to be your port side.
Yeah, the 17 right
Okay.
now.
For 6 damage on your port side.
Woof.
2 points of shield on port.
Okay.
And I'm going to restore some just
Okay,
now.
yeah,
so.
move into engineering, do it.
Do you want +4 if I yell at you? Oh, give them
I don't.
to the other ship, right?
Yeah, I don't really need the +4, honestly. I think I could make our DC on a 1, so my engineering check might be a bit ridiculous. I should stop putting feats into it.
Maybe not as necessary as you thought it was.
22.
All right.
So that restores 5 shield points to that one, so it's back up to 7.
Yep. So you only lost 1 then. Okay. Great. Moving on to the helm.
If you're gonna redistribute the shields, I'll do the flying stuff first.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yep.
Because we can move even more shields this turn if we can get them in a certain arc. We are a well-oiled machine, guys.
We
I'm
are.
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
having
for
such
sure.
fun.
This is awesome, especially like for our first time. It's not too bad. Like we're doing pretty well.
It is a 18. Pretty low roll.
18.
Mhm.
All right.
Pretty bad.
They had an 18 as well. So I'm gonna give that to you.
Everything's +1.
What is your rank in piloting? Yeah, you definitely get that then. Okay, so they are going to
Not your total check in piloting, your ranks, so it should be 3.
he still gets it.
I've
Okay, up to you.
fortunate show you my stuff later. I might have done it a little weird. I don't know. I think I did it right though.
Well, no, because it takes your ranks and your dex mod. That gives you the 6, but your ranks is what he asked for.
Oh no, like that's my ranks. When I did my next level up, I added 2 more into piloting.
But you can't have above your level in ranks in a skill, so it should only be rank 3.
Oh, okay, rank 3 then. We'll fix my ranks later.
Okay,
Skills back.
go ahead and move us, Pilot Man.
Yes.
Pilot Toaster.
We still
Rocket Man.
do.
So they already moved?
They are already moved.
Okay. I should probably watch Roll20 as opposed to Twitch.
I will now do the flip and burn.
Yeah, get him on our port side next to those big, beautiful missiles.
I make my DC, so basically what happens is we turn 180 using half our speed.
And then you have 3 left to put us right in its face.
1, 2. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not worried at all. I'm doing great, guys.
Oh no, he gets to move first. Actually, did he?
He did move first.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. All right.
Yep. All right. Unless the captain would like to do anything, that brings us to gunnery. Science officer, you're moving the shields up to that side.
Actually, I'm gonna target their weaponry again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Locked on. Boop, 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 boop.
We need Mykizos to get those natural 20s.
Yeah,
Everyone
true,
send them to
true.
Mykizos.
Sending them.
And Helena, were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna do the taunt, so just send them a really obscenity-laden, nasty message.
It's
In
all just-
zombie. Send it in
just a
zombie.
string of obscenities.
And you just get back.
So your DC is 15 plus 2 times the enemy ship's tier.
So that's gonna be 15.
Okay, so I rolled a 27.
You are fine. They are taunted.
So
You get back a message of. "Oh."
Hank,
get a negative $2
for
bonus.
luck.
Oh wait, do I have to roll D4?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 3, so it's for 3 rounds.
Whoa, dang. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna survive that long,
yeah.
but yeah, that is for 3 rounds.
With any luck.
All right, Mykizos. Take us home tonight.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
just gonna
go.
do 1 shot or 2. I'm just gonna do the 1.
Yeah.
19.
That's a crit.
That's a
You attacked their weapon system.
Oh,
Give me some damage.
21.
Do you say 21?
Yes.
Uh,
That's my favorite number. today.
so the same thing happens as before, where you hit the glass just perfect. The ship this time disintegrates into
Yes.
just powder,
Yes!
Ah!
and that will clear the field. You are out of combat.
Whew.
That was fantastic, everyone.
I'm kind of sick of everybody attacking us willy-nilly.
And all the zombies. There's been so many zombies.
But at least the first ones you attacked weren't Eoxian.
I will readjust our shields to be level across the board.
Okay.
Cool.
And I will restore that 1 lost shield point.
Excellent. All right, can I get a piloting check and a computers check?
Oh yeah, let's get back to civilization.
You want an 8 on pilot?
Sure, if you want. I made it though.
Oh, never mind then.
28 in computers.
Excellent.
30 in piloting.
You have, with that battle, drifted further out of course than you were prior, but you're easily able to find it and bring yourself back in, and you know you won't lose too much time there. Based on your destination, you were looking at 1 more day of travel. before
Okay.
you see the great beacon that is Absalom Portal. All right, so as things kind of calm down, the ship working in autopilot, you have a little bit of time to prepare yourselves for the entryway, figure out where you'd like to go, who you'd like to speak with.
Maybe now would be a
The
good
bridge is
time for the
yours.
captain and science officer to tell us about their dreams they've been having.
Meta! No meta!
I'm saying to tell us about it.
I leave that up to the captain.
So, do we know the person that gave us the mission from the dream? Do we know who that is?
I don't believe you ever got a name. You knew that their rank was Admiral, you knew that they were on Absalom Station, and you knew that they were your previous boss, obviously.
Okay, so is there an administrative office we can? I'm not sure. How do we find this person that we spoke? Okay, so I tell the crew what I've remembered in this dream. So now we need to figure out who that person is.
Well, how many admirals can be on Absalom Station?
And I'm sure once we dock and tell them our names, he may seek us out just to debrief about the mission.
But have we thought of the fact that if we don't remember this, could that have been a ploy? And we don't want to meet this person.
Oh, you
Could
think
we have been betrayed?
to be killed essentially, or to go missing?
Maybe they wiped our memories somehow, and they were trying to kill us.
I don't mean to discredit you, Mikizos, but other evidence has proved that this is something outside of mortal control. The rubbed off ship names and call signs on all the ships on the planet and ours and the multiple missions.
I'm just trying to navigate all avenues in case.
Would
Well-
it be prudent to dock? I mean, we have a different ship, so maybe dock with different names, just so we're not tracked until we get our bearings.
I claim my Kizos!
So I'll do a bluff.
So Nava, sitting at the table with you, says, "You.
Oh,
That's right.
hey,
She
Nava.
didn't help with combat at all.
What did you want her to do?"
She was sleeping.
That was quite the encounter. Do you mind if I depart at Absalom Station if this is something that happens to all of you regularly?
I mean, it's just traveling through space. Doesn't this happen to everyone?
I would have to say that I don't think I've seen it happen in the frequency that it happens to you before. From what you
It's
said,
only happened to us once.
you were attacked on the space station. You mentioned being attacked on the planet, and now you're attacked in drift space. So there's something in this
Oh.
universe that does not seem to like you folks. I mean, no.
If
I
you're
mean,
gonna
no
be
offense with
scared,
that.
then
I don't know why we're so delightful.
Oh, I
but
find you that way.
Of course, as a free person, you can go as you
I
please.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm sure you understand this situation requires much discretion on your end.
I would be happy to keep whatever discretion you'd like. I still know very little about all of you, so I'm not sure what I could tell anyways.
What is this character's name again?
Nava.
Nava.
Did Portalda say Nava as the engineering person?
No, it was the engineer before.
Roz.
She said.
But they call every day.
No. She calls once every few months.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Well, in that case, we can discuss travel fees. Let's see, room and board and distance travel.
No, Raga. It's our pleasure. Just understand that discretion is a necessity since we don't know what we don't know.
Of course, I will. I'll be sure to keep my distance once we reach the station.
But Nava do best friend.
Raga.
She'll take your hand and go, We'll always have Fink.
I'll put 2 of my extra hands on her hand and then say, "Yes, Fink."
She's gonna go ahead and depart to her room.
Which luckily we have a spare room for her to sleep in.
You got a pretty
But
big
she's
ship.
It's like you guys are allergic to making money.
I mean, you did just loot the bodies of all of her
It's
crewmates.
true.
Yeah.
Drift drive, the new
Yeah,
one.
she did help build the drift drive.
Labor. Well, any thoughts on why we've been attacked recklessly again?
Well, those were just zombies again. Which one of you got cursed by a witch doctor before we left port?
My bet is on the toaster, if anyone.
Oh, that makes sense.
To be cursed, so I'm betting on the little one.
Have a soul to trade, though.
Actually, SROs do have souls, Blanca.
But I do not believe I have one, so I do not.
Okay.
We don't need to be fighting amongst ourselves. I think this attack was pure happenstance.
Wrong place, wrong time. Let's continue.
I don't know.
Can I scan for the sandstorm?
Sure.
Is it weird that I hear Sandstorm just like playing in the background on my head?
No. We said the word sandstorm
So
a lot.
14.
Nothing. I mean, you can pick up beacons because now that you're getting towards the core, there are a lot more beacons, but nothing that would indicate a body like that. Okay. So, as you continue plotting your course successfully, the last beacon approaches and you drop out of the drift into occupied space. In front of you is a bustling port, a much, much larger version of the space station that you've left a few days prior. A dome covering the top of it where you can see, even from this distance, greenery on the interior. As you approach the spaceport, you receive radio frequencies from most of the sides with different advertisements and offers of discounts to park the ship here, and if you stay for more than a day, we'll give you this deal. And as you approach what the ship leads to be its home port, we will call the evening there. Thank you all for watching tonight. I appreciate you staying with us and your patience through us getting through that first spaceship combat. We will, of course, now know more about what we are doing in the future. So
I think we did pretty well.
I think so too.
I mean, for
I
the
think
first
we
I
time.
do as well.
Especially not being in the same room with each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. And with that, we will come up with a tagline eventually.
Eventually.
Thanks, Coulter.
Oh, yeah. Just before we end stream, real quick, just a huge shout out to Coulter, Mark, Hank, everyone who's been working to make this remote happen, because I've been on my ass coughing all week.
Oh,
So.
Yeah.
And I'm just the talent. So.
We love you.
And Jared's just pretty. So.
Okay. Stop that now.
Well, thank you guys for that, and thank you guys so much for all of your patience with us getting this up and going. So, we'll see you guys in a half an hour for some Dungeons and Dragons.
Bye-bye.